Without your touch, the world feels incomplete. Every sensation, every moment feels dull and meaningless. I'd give anything to feel the rush of your touch once more, to feel whole again. I'd endure any hardship, face any fear, just to feel the softness of your touch again. It was the most powerful feeling I've ever known, and I am empty without it. Your touch was my lifeline, the thread that connected me to something greater than myself. Now I am adrift, floating in a sea of longing, desperately wishing to feel that connection again. If there were a way to turn back time, I would replay the moments when your touch was all I needed, the way it made me feel alive, the way it made me feel loved. I would give anything just to feel that again. I find myself reaching out in the darkness, hoping to feel your touch again. But all I touch is the coldness of absence. I would do anything, sacrifice everything, just to feel your warmth against me once more. There's a part of me that believes your touch still lingers, a faint echo that whispers in the corners of my mind. But echoes aren't enough. I need the real thing. I need you. The world may change, people may come and go, but the memory of your touch is something that will never fade. I hold on to it, clutching it like a lifeline, hoping to feel it again one day. I would walk through fire, endure every pain, just to feel the electricity of your touch again. It was the one thing that made me feel alive. And now it's the one thing I can't seem to find. Your touch was a promise that we were connected, that no matter the distance, we would always be near. Now, without it, I feel lost, adrift in a sea of longing for the connection we once shared. It's amazing how something as simple as a touch can mean so much. Your touch was my safe place, the place where I could be myself, where I could feel loved and wanted. Now, all I have is the memory of it. In the absence of your touch, I have come to realize how deeply it shaped my world. Every moment without it feels like a part of me is missing, and I am willing to do anything to feel that part of me again. I would cross every ocean, climb every mountain, just to feel the warmth of your hand in mine again. The way it made me feel safe, the way it made me feel loved, is a feeling I can never forget. It's the little things I miss most, like the way your touch made me feel invincible, like nothing could hurt me. Now I am vulnerable, exposed, and the only thing I long for is to feel that touch again. I've tried to move on, to fill the emptiness that your touch left behind, but nothing compares. Every touch, every caress feels empty without you. I would do anything to feel your touch again, to feel whole again. The touch of your hand on my skin was the most comforting thing I've ever known. Now, in its absence, I am left with only the haunting memory of what once was. I would do anything to feel it again. Your touch was the calm in my storm, the light in my darkness. Now, I am lost in a world that feels dim without it. I would give anything to feel that light again, to be pulled from this shadow. When I close my eyes, I can still feel the imprint of your touch on my skin, but it's not enough. I need you. I need the warmth, the love, the connection that only your touch can give me. There was magic in the way you touched me, something I can't explain, but something I will never forget. Now, all I have are memories, and they are not enough. I would do anything just to feel it again. I find myself searching for something, anything, to replace the feeling of your touch, but nothing ever comes close. You were the one who made me feel complete, and without you, I am lost. I long for the days when your touch was the answer to every question, the solace in every fear. Now, I'm left with nothing but the longing to feel that touch again, to feel safe once more. There was a time when everything felt right, when your touch was enough to silence all my doubts. Now, without it, I am left questioning everything, yearning for that sense of certainty again. Your touch was the rhythm to which my heart beat, the melody that played in the background of my life. Now that the music is gone, I am left in silence, wishing for the sweet sound of your touch again. If I could capture the feeling of your touch in a bottle, I would keep it with me forever. It was the one thing that made me feel alive, and now that it's gone, I'm left with an emptiness I can't explain. I would give anything to feel your touch again, to feel the heat of your skin against mine, to feel the connection that made me feel like I was home. Without it, I am lost, searching for something that can't be replaced. Your touch was my anchor, the one thing that kept me grounded when everything else seemed to fall apart. Now, I float aimlessly in the sea of longing, hoping for the moment I can feel it again. In the quietest moments of my day, I long for the warmth of your touch, as if it could awaken the very soul of me. Without you, nothing feels whole, and every second that passes feels like a lifetime of waiting. The ache in my heart grows with each passing day without you by my side. If only I could feel your touch again, even for just a moment, it would be enough to heal the emptiness that now defines my world. Your touch was more than just a physical connection. It was the spark that ignited the fire of my desires, the comfort that soothed my deepest fears. Now I'm left in the cold, wishing for nothing more than to feel it once more. I would give anything, sacrifice anything, just to feel the brush of your hand against mine again. The world is dim without you, and your touch is the light that could guide me out of this endless night. It's not just your touch that I miss, it's the sense of belonging I felt when you were near. The way your presence wrapped around me like a warm embrace, making everything feel right. I would give anything to feel that again. I think about your touch, constantly replaying it in my mind like a memory I can't let go. The way it made me feel alive, the way it calmed the storms inside me. It's like a drug I can't quit, and I'm addicted to the feeling. Every moment without you feels like a part of me is missing. I crave the feeling of your touch, like I crave air to breathe. Without it, I'm suffocating in a world that feels empty and lifeless. I could search the world and never find a love like yours. I could touch 1,000 hands and never feel the same spark that you gave me. Your touch was magic, and I'd give everything to feel it again. There's an emptiness in my soul that only your touch can fill. Every time I close my eyes, I imagine the warmth of your skin against mine, and it's the only thing that gives me peace in this chaotic world. The longing for your touch consumes me, takes over every thought, every breath. I'd do anything to feel it again, to be reminded that love is more than just words. It's a sensation that lingers long after the moment is gone. I feel your absence in every corner of my life. The space where your touch used to be is a constant reminder of what I've lost. I would do anything just to feel it again, to feel your love, your warmth, your presence. In the silence of the night, when the world is asleep, I find myself yearning for the touch that once soothed my soul. I'd give anything just to feel it again, to have you near, to feel alive once more. Every heartbeat without you feels like an eternity, a constant reminder of the distance between us. I crave the touch of your hand, the connection that made everything seem possible. I'd do anything just to feel it once more. Your touch was more than just a physical sensation. It was a promise, a silent vow that you would always be there. Now, I'm left with only memories, and those memories are the only thing that keep me going. I would trade every treasure in the world just to feel your touch again. It was the anchor that held me steady in the storm, and now that you're gone, I feel adrift in a sea of longing. In the absence of your touch, I am left to wonder how something so simple could mean so much. It wasn't just the sensation, it was the connection we shared, the bond that was stronger than anything I have ever known. If I could relive one moment of my life, it would be the moment when your touch first met mine. The way everything in the world seemed to fall into place. I'd give anything just to feel that again. I'm lost in the memories of your touch, trapped in a world that no longer feels real without it. Every day that passes without you is a reminder of how incomplete I am, and I'd do anything just to be whole again. Your touch was a language all its own, speaking to my soul in ways words could never express. Now, all I can do is ache for that language, that connection. I'd do anything just to hear it again. The world may be full of people, but none of them can compare to the way you made me feel with your touch. I crave it like a desperate addict, unable to move on from the sensation that once consumed me. I never realized how much your touch meant until it was gone. Now, every moment without it is a reminder of the emptiness in my heart. I'd give anything just to feel it again, to fill that void once more. Your touch was my safe place, the place where I could let down my guard and simply be. Now I'm exposed to the world, vulnerable and lost, wishing for nothing more than the comfort of your hands on me again. The memories of your touch are etched in my mind, replaying on a loop like a song I can't stop listening to. But memories aren't enough. I need you. I need your touch, and I'd do anything to feel it again.